I am on the other side of the camera right now, so I apologize if my voice is loud. I will try to fix that. But right now I'm going to teach you how to set up the calendar, because the calendar is basically a big part of it, and setting it up will take a little while. First, what you're going to have to do is go inside your deck and take out 12 random cards. Any 12 random cards you'd like. Mine are just these ones right here. And when you have them, just set them down, okay? Now you should get yourself a nice calendar. I got this at Staples, and I think this works great, okay? Now your calendar should be empty at this point. What I want you to do is start at January. Go to January 3rd, not the 1st, but the 3rd, okay? Take your first card, in my case the King of Spades, and write it on the 3rd. Then your next card, the 2 of Spades, goes on the next day. Then the next card on the 5th, so on until you get all the way down to, I believe it's the 14th. Okay? Now, those are your 12 cards. After you've done January, go to February, March, all the way down to December. Okay? So once again, you're not starting on the 1st. That would be the biggest mistake I think people will make, is starting and writing their dates or their cards on the 1st. Actually start on the 3rd, okay? So, keep them in the same order and write them in the same order as you did in January, and do that all the way through December. After you've done that, just go ahead and take the rest of your deck, which here it is right here. Take the rest of it and just fill in all the other dates so that your calendar is filled. Actually, all those other dates are just useless. You really don't need that. They're in no particular order, and you can write whatever cards you'd like. Now, your calendar should be completed. You should have it full, and it should be ready to go for the trick. Now, I'm going to pause the video and get into everything else that you need to do. Alright? Alright guys, so now let's continue on how to do the calendar card trick. After you have your 12 cards, and you should still have them, keep them in the same exact order as you made the calendar in, okay? Should be in the same order, keep them in that order, and do not disturb the order of these cards, okay? I'll put these off to the side for now. Now get yourself a deck of cards, any deck works, and take out all the kings from this deck. This trick is just a little bit easier if you don't use any kings, alright? So you've taken out the kings, and you can spread the cards out and tell your spectator to pick any 2 cards they like. Let's say they pick these 2 right here. You won't be needing the deck. I'll push that off to the side for now. They can pick any 2 cards they would like. Now remember, you took out the kings. Taking out the kings will eliminate some problems. Now before I look at these cards, let me tell you how you're going to set up these cards. These cards are actually going to be your prediction cards, the possible prediction cards. When I took out my 10, I believe in the video was the 10 of clubs, really I could have chose from any one of these cards. But I had all these in my pocket. Now what you want to do is split these in half. So 6 and 6, here they are, and put the first 6, here they are right here, in your right or left pocket, whichever you choose, and the 7 through 12 in the other pocket, and just remember which order they are in. I'll put them over here for now. But still, you're remembering which order they are in at the moment. So, you then say you pick up one of the cards. Okay, you're going to say, if that's this will be the month, and you're pointing to this card, and this will be the day. When you say day, you're going to take a look at this card, okay? In this case, it's an 8. All you need to know is the value of this card. When you see the card, just think to yourself, 8, okay? Just keep saying that in your mind. And then also, while you're saying that, try to keep speaking so it's not an odd moment where you're just kind of thinking. Also mention that whatever the value of this card is, you're going to add 2 to it. Alright? Why do you do this? personally, that's how we set our calendar up. Why did I add 2 to it? I think that if anybody wants to try to figure this trick out, it's going to be a little bit harder. Why? Because they might think maybe next time he's going to add 3 or 5 or subtract. In reality, it could be any card, but every single time you do this trick, you're going to add 2 to whatever the value is. So, just like in my video, this happens to be an 8. Okay? What that means is you're going to have to go in your pocket and take out your 8th prediction. Now remember, right here is 1 through 6. That means you're not reaching in this pocket, you're going to be reaching in your other pocket and taking out a card. So, you reach in, pull out the card, the 10 of clubs. This is your prediction, and the way your calendar is set up, everything should work from here, no matter what month or day. And alright, so it's the 11th month, and that's November. And remember, you add 2, so that's November 10th. And just like my video, you should have the same day, November. And if we go to this, November, what is it, 10th, right? And it says the 10 of clubs, and that should be your prediction. Now, let me just show you this with a different 2 chosen cards. I'll just reach in the deck, it's off to the side here, take out 2 more random cards. Here they are, and oh, there's another 8. Alright, here's a 10. So you say, that'll be the month and this will be the day. You take a look at it, it's a 10. So right now you're thinking 10, 10, 10. You also mentioned you're going to be adding 2 to the value. So 10 plus 2 will be 12, but you don't have to worry about that. You're just thinking 10. So you're thinking, okay, I need to take out the 10th card in my pocket. So you reach in, you take out the 10th card. Now remember, these cards are in your pockets. They're not going to be sitting there right in front of you. For that reason, you're going to need to practice so you can easily get the cards out of your pockets. If you do not practice, taking them out of your pockets will be a little bit of a struggle, okay? Practicing it will get it smoother, and you'll be able to take out the cards much faster. So you take a look at the cards, and you say, okay, the month is 8, so that is, I believe, August, and the day is 12, right? So then you go in your calendar, and because of the setup, this should all work out every single time. And if we go to August 12th, it says Jack of Hearts, and this card is the Jack of Hearts. That is the trick. All it needs is a nice little setup calendar. You should have all your prediction cards in your pocket. I like to do the add 2 just because it throws a lot of people off, especially if they want to try to figure out how to do the trick. That's it. Alright, I hope you guys like that. If you guys have any more questions or just feel free to comment. Once again, I highly recommend you buy yourself a calendar at Staples or any local convenience store. I'm sure they sell them at even Stop and Shop. I got this one for about $7. Pretty cheap, not too much money. You can also make a calendar on Publisher if you would like. Microsoft Publisher, you might have that on your computer. It'll look a little different, but you could still do this trick with paper. That's it. Alright, I hope you guys like that. See you later.